What's going on, everyone? Today, want to talk about never forgive a narcissist. Okay. And before that, I want to give a shout out to all the supporters. Appreciate y'all. Another year is about to wind down. I hope many of you are recovering and healing and gaining the constant knowledge that you need to strengthen yourselves and move on, if you haven't already done so. Today, I want to talk about most of us have gotten to the point of going no contact and cutting a narcissist out of our lives. And that's good. That's very important. But today I want to talk about the forgiveness part. And we've discussed, we've heard about forgive and forget. But in this case, when it comes to a narcissist, this does not apply. Forgiving a narcissist can be a major mistake, and here's why. Number one, the narcissist knows exactly what they have done to be cut off. They'll play stupid, and they'll act like they don't have a clue as to why you're taking such extreme measures to rid yourself of them. But trust me, they know. Trust me, this is not the first rodeo that the narcissist has been rejected or pushed to the side, or where people don't want to deal with them. They're accustomed to this going on. They'll be baffled and act like, wow, I don't know why you're doing this to me. They know why. And I'll get into that later a lot deeper. They know why. It's such a disappointing thing for them to have to constantly repeat the same thing over and over. Almost trapped in this state where they can't get out, having the same results produced. You see, narcissists are like pestilence, or should I say parasites and pestilence combined, bringing with them unresolved issues and negative energy that will completely drain you. You see, forgiving a narcissist is not necessary and will only work against you. You may ask, how's that? Because to the narcissist, your forgiveness is mocked and looked at as a weakness. It will also be used to validate their irresistibility at a certain point. They'll come in begging and wanting this forgiveness and second chance, but it's not even taken serious by them. They just don't want to be rejected. Has nothing to do with them understanding what they've done and putting in a full effort to change things. They are in a stagnant, arrested state of development. I believe, as the DSM-5 says, emotionally, but I believe there's a bit of that kind of trickles over into the spectrum of being IQ, where their IQ is arrested in certain points because of the cognizant deficits that they have, which is the process of thinking. And if you can't properly process your thoughts and thinking and analyzation skills, you're going to lack in the IQ department as well. Okay? Narcissists will also use your forgiveness to manipulate their way back into your personal life, only to bring the same shit back with them that got them cut off in the first place. Narcissists are a lost cause, plain and simple. There's not going to be anything that you can do to make the situation better, to make them have a better understanding. They just don't get it. They don't make the adjustments. They are not able, or should I say they're incapable of adjusting. That's why it's a maladaptive disorder. I've said this many a times, meaning that there is no adjustments. So don't expect one. Don't expect something to change. Don't expect something to get better. These individuals will play the rest of their lives out in this way. Also, they don't understand the significance or the value of forgiveness. It means nothing to them. I've said this a long time ago. It's like giving a 2-year-old $100 bill and expecting them to recognize what they really have in their hands. A 2-year-old will treat that as any other piece of paper. Right? The narcissist basically will do the same thing that got them outed in the first place. Completely lacking awareness of their actions and their behavior, they're bound to repeat the same thing over and over again. Again, no adjustments, no progress, no change. The same damn thing. The same damn thing. You might ask, well, why do this? Well, the forgiveness of yours quickly turns into a game in which the narcissist will use to get back again in with you. They'll use this to buy them time to figure out exactly how to better manipulate you, to better confuse you and keep you off your balance. Listen, any normal person, if they're around you, they're going to be very conscious about what they're doing, saying, and how they're acting. Because normal people understand the value and the importance of being accepted in the first place. Not a narcissist, though. The narcissist has an exaggerated sense of worth and value already. So they've already put themselves at the top of everything, not realizing they're really at the bottom. And forgiveness is for fools to a narcissist, and not repeated, not respected, at least in any way to them. They won't return back to you humble, grateful, or better in any form. Right? And this is where that delusional mind state, and I say to be delusional, to be lying about something that you know you're not, and pressing it, knowing that you're not, that's insanity. That's insanity. And I mean really pressing this, really pushing this. Yes, these individuals really believe they are what they think they are in their minds. And these fake-ass lying imposters are only around to gain the attention, the time, money, sex, housing, or whatever else they can get to regulate their weak and fragile egos, which are non-existent. Right? In a sense, the narcissist is a walking dead, soulless corpse that doesn't want to accept the fact that they are dead and not amongst the living, but yet still want to be treated, acknowledged, and accepted the same way as the living. So forgiving them is deceiving yourself and not accepting reality of what they really are. The narcissist doesn't have anything to offer you but death. And I don't mean literally, but metaphorically. The stench of these foul, corrupt type individuals that has energy that, oozes out of them and contaminates all that is around them through either interaction, whether it's physically or just hearing the voice. This energy, this thing that when they get around people, things or whatnot, bad stuff happens. Right? The person starts to wither away that is around them, that deals with them. And I guess this is primarily, at least, one of the reasons why narcissists want to be everything but themselves. They may not specifically know the terminology or the exact meaning of what a narcissist is, because a lot of them don't even take the time to go looking. But now a lot are, because they are hearing about it more and more, to be able to identify themselves as a narcissist, at least. But I do believe they understand how rotten to the core they are. And it only makes sense that they would go out of their way pretending to be something else other than what they truly are. What they are in reality is foul and saturated with death and destructive energy. And I believe in the same way, this is the realization that the narcissist has come to. At some point, they have gotten a glimpse of that awareness about themselves, and it scares the hell out of them. And they refuse to accept, but rather morph into different characters and situations, running from the hideous creature that they are, hoping that the next source won't realize that they are food to this dead corpse that has to feed upon them to keep themselves alive. And I say corpse because narcissists are dead on the inside. No real light of life or expression thereof coming from them. So I say, forgiveness is pointless to something that is already condemned. Anyway, hit the like button, share, subscribe. Till next time, happy holidays. Have a good one.